Welcome to the Sunshine State for the finale of Match Day 26. Inter Miami welcomes in NYCFC 2 in the Eastern Conference. Hello, family. I'm James Hadnot. Thank you so much for tuning in on OneFootball.com and MLSNextPro.com. Inter Miami is trying to pick up some momentum as this season comes to a close, and the Herons have already been eliminated from playoff contention, while NYCFC is right in the thick of the Eastern Conference playoff race. New York comes in at 8 in the East, but has 5 teams still alive and right on their heels for a chance at the final playoff spot. Here are the current standings in the Eastern Conference. You see New York at 39 points. The only reason they're ahead of Chicago right now is because they have more wins in regulation. MLS Next Pro recently letting everyone know that there will be a play-in game for the playoffs, so that 8th, 9th seed, very key. And right now it is Huntsville who is on the outside looking in of the Eastern Conference playoffs. And for New York, sitting on 24 matches, they want to find themselves higher in the Eastern Conference standings. If they could get a win today, it puts them right ahead of New England, because they'd have 12 wins outright, and they would move to 7th, safe in the playoff hunt. Right now, here is the 11 for Rodrigo Vargas, a 3-5-2. They make a couple changes from their last match, and those 3 changes include Nicholas Almeida, Ian Urquidy, and Nash Dearman. The players to watch in this 11, the 2 up top, Mateo Saha and Diego Rey, 2 goal scorers for this side, and playing under them in the midfield will be Ido Zelta-Zubida, who is quietly having a pretty good year for Inter Miami despite the tumultuous record for the young Herons here this season. Zelta-Zubida with 9 goals to lead the team. And here's the 11 for Coach Pilkington of NYCFC, a 4-2-3-1. And they make a couple of changes as well. Player to watch in this 11 is Seymour Reed, although Reed has not played very often with the second team on a first-team contract. He has 2 goals on the year, but he led the team in goals a season ago with 13. And for New York, they have a short bench tonight, only 6 infield subs available for NYCFC, and they are going to be without their top 3 goal scorers, Cooper Flax, Maximo Carrizo, and Sebastian Musu, all unavailable for selection this evening. Well, it's no secret that NYCFC needs all 3 points from this match against a side in Inter Miami that has just 2 wins on the year. And so for Coach Pilkington and company, the opportunity is right in front of them to catapult them into a little more safety here late, with 4 matches remaining for them. And for Inter Miami, again, have had a little success as of late. Results in each of their last 2 home games. A draw last time out, and a win versus New England. Seymour Reed gets us going, and we begin from Inter Miami Stadium in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Inter Miami 2 taking on NYCFC in the Eastern Conference. James Hadnot here with you. Thank you so much for joining me. Inter Miami in their well-known pink kits, and NYCFC in the white. Almeida and behind, and also in the back, Rondell White. Playing a 3-back right now is Inter Miami. They're a team that loves to be in possession, have been better under Coach Vargas as of late, mentioning their results at home. They got a very good result, a stunning one, in fact, versus New England a couple of weeks ago. That final 4-2. Not just stunning because of where New England is in the table, but because of the amount of goals that were scored. The Revs, one of the top teams in the East in regards to least goals allowed. So It shows that anybody can be beaten on any day, and that is why NYCFC wants to come out quickly and wants to put a foot down on the necks of Inter Miami early on. It's going to be a heavily rotated side. NYCFC playing just 4 days ago on Friday, August 28th, as the calendar has turned to the month of September. And decision day now just 19 days away. NYCFC hoping that they are on the right side of the playoff line. Ball is lost to Molinari. There is a foul. Molinari lays this off to the left side. Now this ball is right at Martin. There's still a player down. Play continuing. And now play will come to a halt as Jorge Escobar blows his whistle. So as this is laid off to Lopez, he sends it right on frame. Matias Martin has to make a save immediately. And now, after everyone is back up, looks like it will be a draw ball. So it'll be a drop ball for Inter Miami. And White goes back to the goalkeeper, Marin. Arroyave racing in possession. Good ball out wide. Samb was offside. But already El Hadji Samb has made things difficult for Inter Miami down this left side. Samb, 2 goals scored on the season, so he is a threat if he gets a good look on goal. The expectation is for there to be relentless pressure put on by NYCFC. First goal going to be very, very important. Warrenkamp loses possession. Reed cannot connect with his teammate Kevin Pierre. This ball will stay in for Warrenkamp. And Inter Miami will have the first corner of the day. We mentioned this Inter Miami side put up 4 goals in a win versus New England. Their only other win on the season was a victory over Toronto. 2-1 victory. And that was in late June. Ido Zelzer Zubida stands behind this corner. 6th minute of action. Outswinging ball. Nodded high into the air. Warrenkamp will go back. Inter Miami will reset. It's one thing that NYCFC does not want to give Inter Miami, which is time on the ball. They're a team that has plenty of quality, although their record would not show it. Good one-touch passing here, but Warrenkamp was offside. Another thing that Inter Miami is fighting against here today is just 3 goal scorers. Diego Rey, Mateo Saha, and Ido Zubita, the only players available for selection tonight that have scored on the season. So very similar for NYCFC, a heavily rotated side for both parties this evening. Ball is fired away long. Vorenkamp cutting into the area. Vorenkamp back onto his right. This shot takes a deflection, and another corner given. So we see this again from Theo Vorenkamp. A good initial move to get onto his left foot, but wanted to get back to his right. So another corner for Inter Miami. Zeltzer Zubita to do the honors. Another outswinging ball. This one will take a bounce in the area, controlled by the Herons. The slip ball is taken care of, and now NYCFC can play on the counter. This is Seymour Reed, the first teamer, lays it off. There is contact, a foul, and a penalty given. Jacob Arayave was past Theo Vorenkamp. Vorenkamp undercut him, and this was always going to be a penalty. Arayave out in front, his foot behind, and there's contact. Vorenkamp, as soon as he did not make contact with the ball, Arayave was ready for the contact. And now placing it is Joseph Sechecki. The center back, Sechecki, prepares to take this penalty. And Sechecki slots it home. NYCFC 2 in front. Very coolly taken by Joseph Sechecki. Marin goes the wrong way. Perfectly placed. Power behind it. Placement excellent. Second goal of the season for Sechecki. And NYCFC has the lead they were looking for early in this match. And talking with Coach Pilkington prior to the match about what needed to happen for NYCFC to be successful, he said that we need to be aggressive, move the ball quickly, and take advantage of the spaces they give us. And there was an aggressive counterattack off the corner. Seymour Reed did very well to wait for Arayave and played it in front of him into the area. And again, Vorenkamp, just a poor slide tackle. Did not make contact with the ball, but did make contact with Arayave. Penalty given. And NYCFC 2 in front. Inter Miami lead the league in goals conceded. Now they're 58 given up. Molinari turns it over. Down by a goal. Inter Miami now on the hunt in the 12th minute. Vorenkamp lays this off. Diego Rey can't wrap his foot around it. Off camera, Coach Godoy, the assistant coach for Inter Miami, received a yellow card for dissent. And you can understand why. Arayave, as soon as he was inside the 18 and knew Vorenkamp was going down, was connected with. And you feel like Coach Godoy is arguing that he left his foot out for the contact. Seymour Reed with an excellent touch and then showcases his strength to keep possession. This is El Hadji Sam. Good defending. That was Nicholas Almeida. He knew the move that Sam wanted to do before Sam did. And stepped right in front and picked his pocket. 13th minute of action. NYCFC looking for all 3 points here today to shoot above New England in this playoff hunt. What a ball through. Vorenkamp will get to this. Lays it off. Diego Rey's shot. Spilled away. But a good enough save by McLearned. Vorenkamp now whips in this ball. Ray trying for the bicycle kick. Did not make clean contact. Now Zelter Zubida. He has license to shoot from there. Ido Zelter Zubida. 9 goals on the season as mentioned. We've seen this before from him. Here was the save. As that was more difficult than at first glance. Lerner didn't know if that ball was going to kick up, so just got his body in front of it and pushed it out of harm's way. Line drive ball from Lerner, chested down. Arayave into Sam. He could not take the touch to keep it in play. Be near a quarter of an hour gone. Mentioned NYCFC in their playoff position right now, sitting in 8th. Behind them is Chicago on 39 points. Only reason that NYC is ahead is because they have 11 wins compared to 10 for Chicago. If NYCFC was to take all 3 points today, they'd sit on 42 and have 12 wins in regulation, which means they would move ahead of New England. And they would love to start to march up the Eastern Conference table with 4 matches remaining. 3 matches after this one comes to a conclusion. Marin is off his line. You think of NYCFC ahead of them. New England, Atlanta, and CT United all within a couple of points of each other. And then Red Bulls sit on 44 and Columbus on 45. So not out of the question that NYCFC could actually move much higher depending on other results. But right now, they've been sliced apart. Vorenkamp across. Oh! What a team goal from Inter Miami. Mateo Saha, the beneficiary of a beautiful ball from Theo Vorenkamp. Vorenkamp, well placed. Saha sends it into the back of the net, and Inter Miami has equalized. Although Inter Miami is out of playoff contention, they said no playoff talk on our watch. Still a lot of time remaining in this match as they hope to play spoiler this evening. We We said that only 3 players have scored goals for Inter Miami in the 11 tonight. Mateo Saha was one of them. He now has 6 goals on the season, just 3 goals off, tying the lead that Ido Zelter Dubita currently has. Shoulder to shoulder from Theo Vorenkamp, but Inter Miami will keep possession, possession now with Inter Miami after NYCFC had possession. This broadcast is presented by Royal Caribbean, the official vacation partner of Inter Miami 2. Long ball is flicked along and tracked down by Lopez. We mentioned just the quality that's on the team for Inter Miami, and that was such a beautiful goal in attack when there's no defending. Inter Miami can take advantage. Psalm sends this in. It's cleared away by Rondell White. And when there's no pressure, rather, and Inter Miami has time and space to make decisions, they can pick you apart. So now here in the 19th minute, it's NYCFC 1, Inter Miami 1, after the equalizing goal scored by Mateo Saha. Just 7 minutes after NYCFC took the lead on a penalty from Joseph Sachecki. Lopez, lots of green grass. Tries to fit one in to Seymour Reed. Interesting dynamic now. You see the competitiveness of Inter Miami. We're not going to just lay down. And again, with so much time remaining, you understand that they were going to have something for this match. Arayave cannot fit it in, but the ball lost right back to NYCFC. Lopez joins the fun. El Hadji Sam. And now Lopez back to Sachecki. Campos receives it back. Now Sunjic. Miss it does not come back to bite NYCFC. Lopez. Pierre. Good defending. Back heel's not there, however. And so Inter Miami has a chance to hold on to possession. Shao Loyola is fouled outside the 18. And so a free kick coming for NYCFC 2. Loyola arguing that it should be a little bit higher up, but I have to agree with our referee, Jorge Escobar, that the initial contact was made where he currently is and where Seymour Reed is standing behind it along with Sachecki. Just a three-man wall currently for Matias Marin and Inter Miami, as Seymour Reed setting things up to his liking. 13 goals last year for NYCFC. It will be Reed, and it might have hit the post, and Marin got a piece of it as well. Seymour Reed hit that so sweetly. We'll have to take a look at it again to see if the woodwork was caught. But just inches away from retaking the lead. Now Almeida sends it centrally towards Zelter Zubida, who taps it out wide. Dearman. Converse. He's dispossessed. So Kevin Pierre corralling possession. And then it's given right back by Pierre. Almeida out wide. Diego Rey sends it central. Zeltzer Zubida right at the goalkeeper. Learn it. But Inter Miami is showing that they are dangerous on the counter and dangerous when given time and space. Here's that last free kick. Seymour Reed around the wall. And yeah, it looked like Marin just got a piece of it to push it off the post. If he doesn't make that touch, that slight touch, that's going in. That's why he was placing the ball where he so chose. That also shows you just how important those little millimeters are. Referee was looking the other way as Reed was just placing a little bit closer. Every inch counts. Long ball knotted down to Molinari. This portion of the match is brought to you by Baptist Health, the official sports medical provider of Inter Miami. Baptist Health welcomes you to experience the warmer side of care. This is Seymour Reed. Space opens up for him. No touch on the shot, so it will be a goal kick for Inter Miami. And Reed, he is starting to rev up, leaning back on that strike, trying to tuck it into the top corner. This is just his 9th appearance of the season with the second team. Reed, a consistent member of the first team after playing very often with the second team last season. Mentioned today, no Maximo Carrizo, Sebastian Musu. And there's another foul, this one on Rondell White, and a free kick coming for New York. So this one is farther back than the shot that was recently taken by Seymour Reed. And so more than likely going to be an entry into the box for NYCFC and not a shot. Here's the foul again as White just kind of clipping Reed on the slide tackle. We'll see what set piece New York has cooked up here. 26th minute of action in a 1-1 match. 2 in the wall for Matias Marin. Joseph Sacecki, the NYCFC goal scorer, stands behind this free kick. Sacecki lifts this in. It's cleared away initially, and Sacecki has Ido Zeltzer Zubida in possession, and that's going to be a foul. So a smart foul there by Sacecki. Did not want to allow Zeltzer Zubida to get around him, more for anything to start to percolate for Inter Miami. Vorenkamp forces the mistake into Miami with possession. Urquidy. Now Diego Rey with numbers arriving for Inter Miami. Cross comes in low. Good control! And Vorenkamp has the go-ahead goal! Theo Vorenkamp was the provider for the first goal, and now he gives Inter Miami the lead. Just gorgeous from Inter Miami, and we talk about time and space and decision-making. Ray with a perfect ball into Vorenkamp, and again, the quality to take that touch to give himself a chance to take a shot. In a tight space, Theo Vorenkamp is successful. And Inter Miami is in front. What do we have here? NYCFC has the script completely flipped. They take the lead inside of 10 minutes, feel like things are going well. The next two goals come from the Young Herons. Theo Vorenkamp with an assist, and now with a goal in the 28th minute. And Inter Miami in the driver's seat. What is the response from New York now? Loyola. Clean challenge. Almeida, the right idea, trying to play Ido Zeltzer Zubida. But that attempt was cut out. And you can feel it now. Inter Miami is feeling themselves. And that is why trying to stave off the game early was of importance for NYCFC. They got the first goal but couldn't find a second or third. And now Miami has all the momentum here at home, trying to shock NYCFC and earn just their third win of the season. They got their first win July 28th versus Toronto, and then another win in the month of August versus New England on the 19th. They have a result in their last two home matches. A draw last time out versus Atlanta, in which they took the lead. And then that result versus New England. So this is why we play the game. Nothing is for sure. Nothing is given. Everything is earned. .30 minutes gone. Inter Miami leads NYCFC, currently holding the final playoff spot. Lopez tries to clear this away. And everyone watching this match intently. Chicago, Huntsville, Orlando, all behind NYCFC in the standings, but are all within 1 point. And even Philadelphia is within 3 points. This is shaping up to be a phenomenal end of the season. Arroyave keeps possession. Nice little spin. But he cannot connect in the middle. Seymour Reed lays this off for Kevin Pierre. Ball returned to Reed, takes a touch, and then he is dispossessed. New York still in possession now. As things starting to ratchet up a bit. Arroyave. Now El Hadji Sam. Arroyave. Molinari will switch the point of attack. Campos. Loyola. Smooth ball towards Campos. That's last off of Rondell White in a corner for NYC. That was a very smooth ball. That was on its way into the path of Campos. So good defending in the end by Rondell White. Corner now for New York. Tight ball, flicked along, and on the wrong side of the post. It's Pierre who was up for it. That is now the second time NYCFC has hit the post here in this first half. It's amazing the margins. Seymour Reed had a chance to give his team a 2-goal lead. And now Inter Miami is searching for a 2-goal lead themselves. Saha. Vorenkamp, who's had his fingerprints all on this match. Zeltzer Zubida, nice spin. Ball falls kindly to Vorenkamp, sent back in, and then Sachecki with the header away. Inter Miami not only with the momentum, but they look the more likely to score another goal. Vorenkamp sends in a cross. It's deflected. Stays in. Vorenkamp cannot keep it as Lopez clears it away. Reed, good hold-up play here. And now works his way around Rondell White. Seymour Reed in his bag right now. Marin will clear it away. Into Ido Zeltzer Zubida. '35th minute. Miami in front of New York. This has been a rather fun first half. Inter Miami is an electric side despite their record. They're a team that has struggled to score on the season, but have not struggled to score today. This portion of the match is brought to you by Lowe's, the official home improvement partner of Inter Miami 2. So after the foul, it is Miami who will restart things. Now the mission is to get to halftime with the lead for the Young Herons. There's contact, and that's a foul. Then time will be taken on the ground. All these precious seconds that are dripping away in this first half. And if you're NYCFC, you have to feel shell-shocked. You do all the right things. You earn the penalty to start the match inside of 10 minutes. You get a free kick that looks promising, and you think you're going to score there as well. And then Inter Miami scores twice in a matter of moments. Goals in the 16th and in the 28th. They are in front. Som picks this up. Now Aroyave. Another bad giveaway. Seymour Reed in possession. Ahaji Som now with it. Som on his left. Saved. Again, Matthias Marin has been called upon today. Som, good way to cut. And Matthias Marin gets hands to that. So a corner now for NYCFC. We inch towards the 40th minute. And Miami clinging to this lead now. Ball's lifted into the area. And there's contact made by Loyola to Matthias Marin. And that's going to be a foul. Learned well off his line, just heads this away because Diego Rey was looming. Lopez does well to keep it in. Now this is Learned and Loyola. Into some space. This is Arayave. Can't connect with Seymour Reed, but it's out for another corner. End-to-end action here late in the first half. And Miami has to be careful not to allow these big gaps in between lines because NYCFC will exploit them. Ball coming within swing. Marin just punches it away. Flick back towards goal. Now controlled by Campos. Lays it off to Sechecki. The center back is closed down, but another corner is given. So the corner is starting to rack up for NYCFC, but Miami with good box defending up to this point. Not giving them a clean chance. Kevin Pierre did have the header that was flicked along to the side netting. Outside of that, it has been no dice. 42nd minute, Miami in front by a goal. Lofted ball this time. Flicked on, hits the crossbar this time. Seymour Reed has his shot saved off the line. Joao Loyola with the header that ends up hitting the crossbar. And believe that Marin just got a hand to it. Now off the 1-2. Sechecki lifts this into the area. Rondell White with a clearance. This Inter Miami side does not look like they've given up 58 goals on the season. Sporting Kansas City, the only team to have given up more with 66. New York back on the ball. El Hadji Sam Has Arayave on the underlap. Does he have enough pace to get to it? He does. Arayave shoved down. Nothing there, says Jorge Escobar. Loyola just pops up right under this. And yeah, again, maybe a fingertip, but the crossbar doing a lot of work. The post doing some work as well for Inter Miami. And home field truly an advantage up to this point. But now this is Lopez and a sliding save from Marin. You can check his punch card. He is putting in work today. Off the little back heel from Arayave, Lopez does the right thing, trying to slip it around. But Matias Marin has been phenomenal in this first half. Another corner for New York. It feels like they've been here a while these last 5 minutes. Can they capitalize? Another lofted ball. Headed out. So Marin boots this away. Camp lays this off. It is Diego Rey. Now off the turnover. There's a collision and a whistle. Possession for Inter Miami. Som back to Molinari as the fourth official announces a minimum of 4 minutes of added time. NYCFC 2 took the lead on top of Inter Miami 2, but back-to-back goals scored by the Young Herons have given Miami the lead as we near halftime. Loyola has his pass taken away. Now Zeltzer Zubida cutting inside. Finds Diego Rey. Rey has his shot blocked. Zeltzer Zubida on the rebound. Doubles the lead for Miami. What do we have here? Miami with 3 first-half goals. Ido Zeltzer Zubida with his 10th of the year. Rey just puts one on frame. And Ido Zeltzer Zubida, oh, that's so sweet. I mean, just juicy. Hitting it first time. And we said he's having a sneaky good year. Now double-digit goals for Ido Zeltzer Zubida. That's the important one to give them a 2-goal cushion on the stroke of halftime. We said it at the onset. No secret that NYCFC needed all 3 points from this match. Right now, they are in a hole. Down by 2 here in added time in the first half. We mentioned the start. They get the penalty. Arayave earns it. Sacheki converts from the spot. And then Inter Miami 2 puts up 3 straight. And the teams behind NYCFC right now very happy with the way this match is going. We mentioned that Miami has won twice on the year out of 25 matches, but those 2 wins have come at home. And they have a result in their last 2 home matches. But this would be another stunning result. We still have 45 minutes in the second half, plus the remainder of this added time. But as it sits right now, Miami is foiling NYCFC in their chances to move up in the Eastern Conference table. 3 minutes of our minimum of 4 have come and gone. A free kick now for NYCFC, trying to draw one back before the halftime break. Joseph Sacheki, who has the goal, which feels like an eternity ago, back in the 9th minute, stands behind this free kick. Ball zipped in, headed down, and then excellent defending. Nash Dearman just stepping in front to head it away for a corner. We've now reached our minimum of 4 minutes. This could be the last action potentially. Rondell White cannot get to it. And now this is Lopez. Finds Sacheki. Som. Sacheki. White is contacted with by Seymour Reed. And there is the halftime whistle. Well, what a half it was for Inter Miami. After going down by a goal, they score 3 unanswered, and they take a lead into the locker room. At the half, it's Miami 3, New York 1. Coming up in our halftime show, more player profiles, plus the upcoming schedule and first half highlights when we return. Welcome back to Inter Miami Stadium in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The Young Herons flying very high in the first half as they lead 3-1 over NYCFC 2. We will take a look at Colorado Rapids 2 youngest signing in club history, Nathan Chumba. But first, MLS Next Pro announces its plan to shift the league's competition calendar in 2027, aligning with Major League Soccer and top global soccer leagues. A sprint season running from February to May 2027 will be followed by the league's first full summer to spring season in 2027 to 2028. Let's take a deeper look.
MLS Next Pro will shift its competition calendar to align with MLS and other top global leagues, beginning in 2027 with the sprint season, followed by the first full summer to spring season in 2027-2028. The sprint season will run from February to May 2027 and will carry the weight of a full MLS Next Pro season, with 14 regular season matches per team, plus playoffs and MLS Next Pro Cup. The new calendar will begin with the 2027-2028 season, kicking off in July 2027 and concluding with MLS Next Pro Cup in June 2028 with a mid-December to early February winter break. The 2027-2028 season will feature 28 matches per team, followed by playoffs and MLS Next Pro Cup. There are many benefits to the new competition calendar, including improving player movement and player development opportunities. Stay tuned for more schedule announcements in the coming months.
Hi, my name is Nathan Chumba. I play midfielder for the Colorado Rapids.
Before becoming the youngest signing in club history, Nathan Chumba got his start in the Rapids Academy.
Andrew Keeley, the academy director, came up to my dad and he was like, we want Chumba to start playing with the academy. I was like 10, 11, I was super nervous. So I started playing with the U14s and training with them. Once they told me that I was going to play with the first team, that they wanted to give me my debut, I was so nervous. I can't even explain how nervous I was.
Chumba's performances in the academy earned him a homegrown contract at just 15 years old.
I was definitely super excited and kind of relieved a little bit. It's been one of my goals for a long time to sign a homegrown, but honestly, I was just so set on the future. I was super excited, super thankful that the club, believed in me at such a young age.
Chumba was called up to the first team and made his debut in the U.S. Open Cup, a moment even he couldn't believe.
The coach didn't have to put me in. It was 1-0, important game. So when Kyle, the AT, called me over, he was like, Chumba, you're going in. Nervous. I remember being on the bench with all the fans. My heart was just beating. I was super excited as well. My family and friends were here. It means a lot to even be put on the field at that level. Really thankful for the coach for believing in me, trusting me, the club, the players. I have a lot of good memories with them. It was a great moment for me that I'm going to remember for a long time. It's a great accolade to have, to be the youngest person to debut, but honestly, I don't really think about, those things that much. The opportunity was there, I worked for them to trust me enough to give it to me. It means so much to me, it's my hometown team. I've been playing with and against the youth club for basically all my life. So to be able to say that I'm a homegrown for my hometown club, yeah, it means the world, to be honest.
On March 22nd, the Timbers called up Timbers 2 midfielder Eric Izoida ahead of their match against the LA Galaxy. Hours later, the 18-year-old academy product was named to the starting 11, making his MLS debut.
I didn't really know if I was starting or anything. I thought maybe I'd be on the bench, I'd play, but I was kind of just waiting for it. I was getting ready. I was with my family, just chilling at home, really. I found out in the meeting right before the game, so an hour 20 before the game. The anthem, it's always one of my favorite parts of every game. It's always, for me, that's the crowd is engaged, everybody. It's just really cool experience. For me, just being in the stands, that's one of the parts of the game. And now being there, being on the field, doing it, it was just a really cool experience for me.
Confidence is everything in moments like these. And from the moment he walked into the locker room, Eric felt the trust of his teammates.
They were all just saying, we trust you, we believe in you, we know you're good enough for this. They were all just really positive, telling me that just to work hard out there, to not overdo it, just get into the game and just keep going. I'd say there was the first 10 minutes, I knew I had to go simple, I had to get it out. Then after 10, 15 minutes, I knew I was settling in. I made one good ball in behind, and then after that, I was good. And then second half, it took me 5, 10 minutes to get settled in again.
Arras loses out. And what a moment for Eric Azoita! The 18-year-old on his MLS debut scores an absolute screamer!
In my mind, after I scored, I thought I only took 1 touch or 2 touch. I thought I just ripped it right away. It felt really good coming off the foot. In warm-ups, I had 2 really good shots as well. They both came off the post, so I was hoping it wouldn't come off the post, but it was just a really good shot. I scored, and I knew we had a little chance to get back in it, and it was just a really good moment for me.
These moments come once in a lifetime, and for Eric, having his family there to see it live was priceless.
They were just really proud. They were all just asking how the game was, asking all the details. They were talking to me, telling me all the stuff, how everybody was walking up to them. Everybody was saying congratulations, and even though after the loss, everybody was really happy for me. They were asking how they get our seats and how they know where we were, and I think my brother told them where they were at, and they were just really, they didn't even know they were on camera, so it was really surprising for them.
Eric's dream of making his debut has now become a reality.
I'm really grateful for all the coaches, for all they've done. They've all done a lot for me and everybody else who's on the second team and the first team. And it's really cool seeing the talents coming out of the academy right now too.
Now, he's focused on everything that comes after it.
For me, it's to obviously break into the first team fully, hopefully get regular minutes. Those are my goals. That's one of my goals. Also getting called into the national team, keep getting called in, and then just up from there.
Miami Stadium in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Miami, a stunning first half as they lead 3-1 on top of NYCFC. Now let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. Again, decision day in just 19 days. And this upcoming Friday, a full slate of games, as it'll be the Florida Derby between Inter Miami and Orlando City B. It'll be a Copa Tejas battle between Houston Dynamo Dos and Austin FC. And then Philadelphia and Columbus. That'll be fun. North Texas, they have been stacking results as they look to sneak into the playoffs, and they'll take on Real Monarchs, who got a big win over Tacoma this past weekend. Well, a fantastic first half. Well, let's take a look. First and foremost, it was Alhaji Sam into Lopez right at the goalkeeper Matthias Barron, and that was one of many saves that were made by Matthias Barron in the first half. As Zerayave was brought down, Joseph Sachecki was given the duty from the spot, and he was not to be denied. That gave NYCFC the lead, but then Vorenkamp's ball right into the path of Mateo Saha. That gave them the lead. That tied things up. And then Seymour Reed thought he retook the lead for his side. Another good ball from Diego Rey. Vorenkamp controls and scores. That was the second goal. And then, again, how many times is NYCFC going to hit the post? This one was saved off the line. Another opportunity. This one from Lopez, saved by Marin. I mentioned how many saves was he going to have. And then Ido Zeltzer-Zubida, so sweetly hit. Just succulent from him. and that gave Inter Miami a 2-goal lead. That's where we sit right now. Inter Miami 3, NYCFC 1. We'll take a break and be back for the second half.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro. Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
Yeah. Boys hear sentiment. Flow tastes sweet like cinnamon. Open up doors, I'm a gentleman. View top floor, I'm still staying ahead of them. Running on fumes and adrenaline. Do what I do best. Can rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions. Trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next. Just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now. Oh yes. Man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now.
The unique energy of a Sunday night. Ideal for calm music, whispers, stargazing, reflection, and a relaxed environment. Sunday nights were made for this.
Almost time for half number 2. Inter Miami in front by 2 goals. NYCFC in need of all 3 points to really provide a little bit of breathing room in this very tight Eastern Conference playoff race. Inter Miami already eliminated from playoff contention, but that doesn't mean that the matches aren't still of high importance. The second half begins after the whistle from Jorge Escobar, and Inter Miami trying to stave off NYCFC, who will no doubt come out firing here in this second half, in need of points late in the season. El Hadji Sam goes back, a nice little back heel to João Loyola. Lucas Sunjic has come out. And Drew Kerr has come on. Early ball. Campos, Kerr, Loyola. Secheki, who had the goal back in the 9th minute for NYCFC. Good defending. Seymour Reed trying to win the ball back, clattering into Ido Zeltzer-Zubida. That's going to be a foul to set the stage once again. NYCFC currently sits 8th in the East on 39 points. They have 11 wins on the year. The only reason they are not behind Chicago, who also sits at 39 points, is because Chicago only has 10 wins. Right up close to them in the standings, Huntsville on 38 and Orlando on 38. Philadelphia on 36, just 3 points away. So this was an opportunity for them to potentially create some breathing room, but now they are going to be fighting for points. El Hadji Sam pulls this back, but he was past the end line. And they actually give some offside. And so it'll be a free kick for Inter Miami. For Inter Miami, they're a side that has struggled this season. They've given up lots of goals, the most in the Eastern Conference. They have not scored very many goals, the least in the league. But you can throw the numbers out. If it was only about stats, there'd be no reason to play the game. Inter Miami has a lot of quality throughout this 11 and really throughout this franchise. And it's been on full display today, whether it's Theo Vorenkamp with a goal and an assist in the first half, Ido Zelter-Zubida, who now has 10 goals on the season, or Mateo Saha, who scored the who scored the first goal. But one goal for NYCFC, and everything shifts. Seymour Reed trying to shift into another gear. Good handling here as he's fouled. Pierre decides to play this back. Loyola and Pierre play pass. 49th minute of action. NYCFC down by 2 goals. Loyola gives this away. And now Diego Rey leaves the ball. Now picks things back up. Dearman. Zeltzer-Zubida. The 1-2 is there. The return ball to Rey. No shot just yet. Now Dearman. And you see Joao Loyola in the face of our referee, Jorge Escobar. So something that Loyola was not pleased with. Also, Diego Rey thought there should have been a free kick awarded. Now the long ball, flicked along to Seymour Reed. Reed takes the touch. Rondell White still on him. Ball still free and now cleared away. Arayave did a very good job to flick it on to Reed, but Rondell White, some pesky defending to make things difficult on Reed. And now Rondell White, the clearance. Samb. Pierre. Off the 1-2, Kevin Pierre tries to return the favor, but could not reconnect with Drew Kerr. A shove from Loyola, but no whistle. So Joao Loyola, he's fouled now. And that's going to be a yellow card for time wasting given to Ian Urquidy. Just delaying the restart as he kicked the ball away. Thought he could get away with it with Jorge Escobar's back turn. Campos Now Lopez has his shot blocked. Still with NYCFC. Along to Lopez. Zips this ball in. Reed cannot control it. Somb again. Good space picked up by Kevin Pierre. Pierre's shot is blocked away. Very nice run made by Pierre as the space opened up. It's a good touch to give himself an opportunity, but Rondell White just closed him down quick enough. So Drew Kerr came on as a substitute at half. Now we'll take this corner in the 54th minute. Player is down for Inter Miami. And as the training staff comes out to help him, he is now back up. Now the Inter Miami players will get a swig of water as time continues to tick off. Jorge Escobar definitely taking note of this time that is coming off. Feels like everybody getting some water for Inter Miami. So it was Vorenkamp, who's had a fantastic day, who's now up and walking around. He has to come off for a moment as the trainers were called on. And that means that Miami will play down a man for the time being. Vorenkamp is actually taken off. So now Drew Kerr launches in this cross off the corner. Campos tracks it down. Jacob Arayabe to Lopez. Takes a look up. And Matias Marin saw it the entire way. Zeltzer Zubida picks out Dearman. Dearman, a miss hit. Theo Vorenkamp came off, and the man that came on was Max Ponikarovsky. Miami in possession and in the lead. Zeltzer Zubida, what a ball. Ray wasn't even expecting it. That's how good it was. Free kick quickly taken, but a miscue and the ball given away. Now a chance to attack. This is Dearman. Comes to a halt. Zeltzer Zubida pulling the strings as he usually does. Urquidy. Morrison. And we'll see how Inter Miami plays this with a 2-goal lead. And a team that likes to be in possession. This is where things start to get difficult for New York. Still plenty of time remaining for NYCFC. But this is the type of way that Miami likes to play. Now Dearman going to the inline. Learned comes to close him down. And it's going to be an Inter Miami corner. This is the wheelhouse for Inter Miami. They like to play in possession on the ball and really tire out their opponent. This is Dearman trying to pick up speed. Learned was privy to it. But another goal for Inter Miami, and things get really difficult for New York. Zeltzer Zubita's ball over the head of Mateo Saha, but he will track it down. Saha sends this ball in. Diego Rey had a clean header. Take a look at this again. Well, we'll get to it in a moment, but Diego Rey would like to do better there. Looked like some friendly fire as Arayave ran into El Hadji Sam. And Matias Marin, no outlet, so he plays it out for a New York throw. This broadcast is presented by Royal Caribbean, the official vacation partner of Inter Miami 2. Diego Rey dispossessed as Camilo Ponce preparing to come on for New York. We mentioned that they have just 6 available infield players. They've already made 1 substitution that came at half. Now Arayave, ball comes central to Kerr, lays it off. Reed. And another penalty given. Seymour Reed had Rondell White on his back. White goes lunging in. You hear it again. You see Reed has Rondell White on him. Undercuts him. And then Reed is hurt. So Seymour Reed is back up. There will be a substitution made. Camilo Ponce will come on for El Hadji Sam. And after everyone is given a breather, Joao Loyola holds on to the ball. And there's a chance he is just waiting to place it for whoever will take the penalty. 62nd minute. NYCFC has not scored in the run of play. They scored their first goal from the spot back in the 9th minute. Joseph Sechecki got the job done. Camilo Ponce has just come on. And it looks like he is going to take the penalty. So Sechecki has already scored from the spot today. Camilo Ponce trying to stretch out as he has not taken a touch. The penalty was given, and then the substitution was made. And now it looks like the assistant coach, Coach Godoy, is given a second yellow and he has been shown his marching orders. So Coach Godoy picked up a yellow card in the first half for dissent after the penalty was given. And now after another penalty was given, another yellow card is shown. And so you see it here. Obviously something was said in the wake of the penalty given. And the assistant coach can no longer be on the bench and will be suspended for the next match. 63rd minute of action. Camilo Ponce has only touched the ball with his hands as he's placed it on the spot. Now Ponce's shot sizzles past Matthias Barrett. His first touch is a score from the spot. And New York City FC has life on the road. Stepped up, took it confidently, and although Marin guessed right, the power behind it too much. So now 4 goals on the season for Camilo Ponce. He steps on the field and makes an immediate impact. Game on here in Fort Lauderdale. Inter Miami holds on to a 1-goal lead right now. So now after yellow card looks like it's been shown. So NYCFC is down by just a goal now as Jeremy Ortella came on. Ortella picks up a yellow card immediately. Can Miami hold on now with so much time remaining? They did all the hard work in the first half, scoring the 3 goals. They've given up 2 penalties today, and there's a foul on Loyola. White in a bit of trouble. Celso Zubida into Diego Rey. Early ball. Saha tries to control it. And Learned quickly out as NYCFC tries to take advantage. This is Ponce. Nice move inside. He's held up, and that's going to be a foul. And a yellow card shown to Sloan Morrison as he was beat. Had to hold Ponce up. So Drew Kerr stands behind this free kick. NYCFC has gotten the wind behind their sails after that goal. They've hit every single part of the woodwork today. The crossbar and both posts. Will they find any luck here in the second half? Careening ball from Kerr, and Kevin Pierre cannot keep it in play. This portion of the match is brought to you by Ergo Next Insurance. Simple because it matters. 68th minute. One goal scored here in the second half. It was Camilo Ponce from the spot after the foul in the box of Seymour Reed by Rondell White. NYCFC in desperate need of points against a team that is already eliminated from the playoffs and who is at the bottom of the Eastern Conference table. A poor touch, and Zelter Zubita has this along towards Ray, and Learned quickly off his line, had to get there. For New York, 5 teams behind them within 6 points. 4 teams behind them within 3 points. No points today would be treacherous. Jacob Ariave trying to work through 2 defenders. Ariave now given the foul on Mateo Saha. Coming into this match, you figure that NYCFC thought they could make a jump to 7th or potentially 6th by the weekend's end. But now they are fighting for points, in danger of dropping out of the playoff race by weekend's end, depending on the result. Inter Miami looking for 3 straight results at home. And I mentioned they have 2 wins, both coming at home this season. And one was just a couple of weeks ago on August 19th versus New England. They have back-to-back results at home after drawing with Atlanta last time out. And so NYCFC could not overlook them. That's why they went ahead early. That was their goal. That was their mission. Now Almeida brought down, and a free kick given to Inter Miami. '70th minute now. Just excellent one-touch passing from Inter Miami. Nicolas Almeida and Ido Zelter Zubita on the same page. It looks like a substitution is going to be made. So Judson Adeclat will come on. Mateo De Paula will come on, as well as Alejandro Flores. This ball's clipped in. Substitutions were held up, but you can see all 3 players ready to come on when given the opportunity. Zelter Zubita, this ball almost dropped for Saha. 72nd minute. Miami in front by a goal. They scored 3 in the first half after going down by 1. This ball into no man's land and picked up by Diego Rey. Almeida Now Dearman. And again, Miami can take their time in possession as they are the team in front. It is NYCFC that's going to have to come out of their shape a bit to try to win possession. And that's where Miami has struck on the day. Zeltzer Zubida out wide. Zeltzer Zubida again. Cannot work around Kevin Pierre, but possession still with Miami as they try to slice through this defense again. Not this time. Arroyave is held up. And we'll see if Coach Vargas will make those substitutions now. Now the subs will come on. Diego Rey will come off. Ido Zeltzer Zubida will come off. And Jojo Converse. Players coming on. Judson, Adeklot, Mateo De Paula, and Alejandro Flores. Can they secure 3 points? Can they secure the third win of the season for Miami and shock NYCFC on the road? Now changes being made. David Duque and Nicolo Vafiades. Both come on now as we are in the 75th minute. There's Arroyave that comes off along with Molinari. Loyola, lofty ball over the top. Campos tries to clip it in, and it is out of play. This ball kept in, and now it is out off of Miami. This portion of the match is brought to you by Lowe's, the official home improvement partner of Inter Miami 2. Final quarter of an hour is upon us. Inter Miami in front by a goal. 3 goals scored in the first half have been enough up to this point. Will it be enough to earn all 3 points? Nice ball behind. But defending there in the end by Mateo De Paula. No true clearance. Pierre on it for NYCFC. Seymour Reed can't control it. Almeida with good ball skills. And now Adeklot. Jude Adeklot still with it. Into the 18. And then Learned goes down for it. Quickly into Pierre. Ponce comes to pick this up a little higher up the pitch. Now Loyola with it for New York. Big ball out wide. This is Lopez. Had the first shot on goal today. Now Duque. Loyola. Seymour Reed. Big and strong. Reed pulls this back. The header. And Marin with a miraculous save. Matias Marin has made some marvelous saves today, but this might be his best. Reed with a gorgeous ball, a clean header, and Marin just diving to push it away. Drew Kerr surely thought he was scoring there. 78th minute. Outswinging ball off the corner. Loyola tries to head this down, and that's going to be a foul on Joao Loyola, jumping on the back of his marker. Pierre almost gives it away, and so that clearance is just to really get the ball out of harm's way, but it's still turned over. Given back, however. Ponce slips it through. Marin. Just enough of a shrug to keep possession with Inter Miami. '80th minute now. Things starting to get very, very tense. And now a man goes down for Miami. Rondell White signaling that his teammate needs a change. So as the trainers come out, gives us a chance to reset. It was New York in the first half who struck first inside of 10 minutes. After a foul on Jacob Oriave in the box, it was Joseph Sechecki who scored in the 9th minute. Then an onslaught of offense from Inter Miami. It was Mateo Saha first off a Theo Vorenkamp assist. Then Vorenkamp got it on the scoring himself as Mateo Saha played him inside the 18. And then Ido Zeltzer Zubida, a clean first-time hit off a save made by McLaren. And that gave Miami a 3-1 lead at the break in this second half. It was touch and go. NYCFC found a lifeline as Seymour Reed was fouled inside the 18. And then Camilo Ponce, his first touch, was taking his penalty. And he scored to make it 3-2. And now a change necessary for Sloan Morrison, who picked up a yellow card. Morrison will walk off the field under his own power. But the training staff and Rondell White both saying that he might need a change. And so we'll see who Coach Vargas goes to here late. This is taking up about 2 minutes. So we expect that to be added on the back end. As of right now, it is Miami playing with 10. As Morrison has had to come off for his injury. And now that is no longer the case. So Nassim Jinnah comes on for Morrison. NYCFC in possession and fouled, and a yellow card shown. So it was David Duque who was racing forward, and a second yellow is shown to Ian Urquidy. Well, that makes things very interesting. Urquidy just trying to prevent an attack, but he was already on a yellow card, so he has to know better. And now Miami must cling to this lead, down a man. You see here, Urquidy was holding up David Duque and could have been given the yellow card for the first hold up. And so now, for the final 7 minutes and change, it is Miami that will play down a man. NYCFC in need of a goal to salvage something here on the road. Can Miami fend them off? Well, this match early in the week, but the final match of match day 26 has been a doozy. And we are in for an excellent finish. Saha, Central. Now Miami wants to keep possession without giving it away in their defensive half. Adeclat waiting for it. And he wins possession. Jenna. Alejandro Flores. Nash Dearman. Can't connect in the channel. Long ball over the top. Valafides is foiled by Matias Morin. So Marin again. He's been everywhere, done everything. And despite giving up 2 goals, he arguably is the man of this match. Both goals were from the spot, so has not given up a goal in the run of play. He's had some help. Had one saved off the line, had another that hit the post, another hit a crossbar. But again, in the run of play, has not allowed a goal. 86th minute. Ponce. Reed. Can't slip that ball through. There's a foul. Not given. This shot, and Marin makes another save. So the advantage was given. Inter Miami thought they should have gotten a foul. And so then as Ponce strikes this cleanly, it is Marin who goes down to his right. Now still with it is Ponce. Another corner for New York. As a last gasp for them. 87th minute. It's in front of them right now. The opportunity is there to salvage a point and maybe more on the road. Outswinging ball. Loyola has his shot saved off the line. Mateo Saha is there at the back post. Adeclat. Anywhere works. Miami and Alejandro Flores deciding not to try to attack. Again, possession, the most important thing now. Can they waste away these final minutes? Ponce. Good defending. Racing in was Mateo DePaula. Dearman, a good ball through. Now Adeklat around Sacheki. And Sacheki will pick up a yellow card. And Adeklat does the right thing as he looked to be around Sacheki here. Let's take a look at this again. The bit of a shove. He lost his footing, and so going down was the right thing because there was contact. The yellow card was given, and time continues to tick off. If he was not losing his footing, he was around Joseph Sacheki and in on goal. So now on comes Caleb Danquah. Adonis Campos will come off. Free kick for Inter Miami. Flores races off. Ball comes in. Mateo Saha was the intended target. Now this ball back in. Adeklat was up for it. Could not keep it on frame. High above everyone and just could not knot it down. 90th minute now. Expectation for a good amount of added time. 8 minutes expected, and this game is far from over. Danquah watched by two. A ricochet, and he can't keep possession as Mateo Saha is fouled. And the free kick coming for Miami. You see Coach Pilkington upset with Caleb Danquah. No need to not give the ball right to Inter Miami because more time would have been savored. It's now official. 8 minutes of added time. Adeklat showcases some speed. Not this time. No foul given by Jorge Escobar. Did the hard work to get to the ball. And now space opening up for NYCFC. Down by a goal. Currently 8th in the playoff hunt. Behind them is Chicago. Same amount of points. Less wins. Nice turn here, but the ball given away. New York on 39 points right now. Chicago on 39 points with 10 wins. Behind them, Huntsville on 38 points and 10 wins. Orlando on 38 points with 9 wins. It is a log jam in the Eastern Conference. So points are extremely important here for NYCFC. They've been up a man going on 10 minutes plus now. Have not been able to find a goal, but the opportunity still presents itself as we near 2 minutes of our minimum of 8 gone. Wonderful skill from Alejandro Flores. Adeklat, great athleticism. Jude Adeklat seals 3 points for Miami and seals their 3rd win of the season. Look at what it means to these young Herons. This is just reckless abandon, do it yourself. Judson Adeklot places this perfectly past Mac Learned, and NYCFC has given up 4 goals today. They came in giving up just 37 goals on the season. That was 3rd best in the Eastern Conference, behind Crown Legacy and Columbus. But that's why we play the game. Anything can happen on any given day. New England found out a couple of weeks ago, and NYCFC has found out on this first day of September. Miami down a man, finds another goal. And the insurance to help the cause is now with the Herons. 4-2 right now. Miami in front of NYCFC. Still time, as we will probably play more than 100 minutes now after the celebration for the goal. And so if NYCFC can find something very quickly, things become interesting again. That is last off of NYCFC. No good. Just more quality being showcased by Miami. We said it with Alejandro Flores and the skill he showed on the touchline just moments ago. You cannot give this Miami team any confidence, because once they start playing freely and playing with confidence, that is when they are at their best. And you see it here, just slaloming in possession. Miami looking for more. Danquah loses possession. Jinnah, Nash, Dearman. No need for more goals now. 2 should get the job done for Miami. Oh, you can't give the ball away like that by Jinnah. Danquah down the line. Rondell White, the only man there, but he has on a pink shirt. Marin fires this away. We shall see how much time is given past the minimum of 8 by Jorge Escobar, as we near our final minute of added time of our minimum. What a day for Inter Miami, a team that has struggled all season long but has results in each of their last 2 home matches. And if this result holds, it would be 2 wins in their last 3 matches at home. And you see, looking for more. Pierre Now NYCFC, really some last licks here. Long ball, good ball to Lopez, stays with it. Lopez looked like he was almost undercut, and Inter Miami was in danger of giving away their third penalty today. But Lopez could not keep it on frame. Marin launches this ball away. Audiclot is down. Play on is a decision for Jorge Escobar. This shot, hits the post again. Just an unlucky day for NYCFC. You feel like they've hit the post at least 4 times today. The goal frame has not been kind. Advantage is given. Pierre out wide. And nobody there at the back post. As we are nearing the 100th minute of action. Yellow card is given for the contact on Audiclot. He's been a menace since coming on. 100th minute of action. Jonathan Lopez given the yellow card. And Jorge Escobar just trying to get a handle on things now with the result in view. What a moment for Inter Miami. There's the final whistle. Inter Miami takes down NYCFC. The final, Miami 4, New York 2. As Inter Miami wins just their 3rd match of the season. And NYCFC, grasping at straws on the road, pick up no points away from home. Number 72 in pink is your Adidas man of the match, Theo Vorenkamp. He got the party started as Vorenkamp played this beautiful ball across to Mateo Saha for the first goal. And then Vorenkamp got into good position. Diego Rey found him, and just so calm with bodies around him, Vorenkamp scores. It was Ido Zeltzer Zubida who had the game-winning goal in the 45th +1, and then it was Jude Audiclot who had the decisive goal late, which staved off any potential comeback from NYCFC. The final, once again, Miami 4, New York 2. You've been watching MLS Next Pro all season long on OneFootball.com and MLSNextPro.com. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening. Have a blessed one.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.